Well, the city of Edinburg let him go for reasons he says are not true.
Channel 5 News obtaining documents detailing what the city's former sanitation director is refuting. Here's Valerie Gonzalez.
Last month, the city of Edinburg fired the director of sanitation. Documents suggest he wasn't showing up to do the job. He tells us he was there, but out of the office. Sanitation director Gabriel Salinas is no longer employed by Edinburg. City records show they were paying him nearly $100,000 to work in a position created by splitting the solid waste department during the mid-fiscal year 2018. By December 6, 2019, Edinburg dismissed him, citing violations of timekeeping and code of ethics. According to the disciplinary action form, they found patterns of fraud in his time cards. Salinas would have the department's timekeeper clock him in, or when he would neglect to clock in, he'd have the department's timekeeper override the daily entries to clock him in. A handwritten addition indicates Salinas at his dismissal refused to hand over his phone until he cleared it. We shared our findings with a sitting council member.
Wow. I would hope accountability would take place.
The city did let him go. Salinas refused to sign the form.
Because I didn't agree with that, with what was happening and what I was being told is why.
Gabriel Salinas spoke to us from his hospital bed after a medical procedure today. He disagrees with the allegations that he wasn't at work when he said he was. Salinas says he was out of the office a lot, but on the job, checking on his employees.
You got to trust and verify that when you ask, your workers to go make sure they do their jobs, that they do it. So it's just following trucks.
Salinas was not replaced. Nearly 2 weeks after he was terminated, the city closed that job for good. It was a job that some didn't think was needed.
I felt it was wasting taxpayer money. We had one director handling both sanitation and the landfill for the past 20 years, and there was never any issue.
Salinas says the job he inherited had many problems, like the need for preventative maintenance for equipment and the fleet, which he says he was trying to address.
There should be a position solely for sanitation to ensure that all the brush is picked up timely, to ensure that all the commercial bins are picked up timely, and that residents have their trash picked up on a regular schedule.
On December 18th last year, the city decided splitting the solid waste management department into two, landfill and sanitation, was not efficient or cost-effective. Council voted to merge the departments and eliminate the director of sanitation position. When asked if he has plans to take future actions on his termination, Salinas told us he is not at liberty to say. In the studio, Valerie Gonzalez, Channel 5 News at 10.